It's the halfway point in the HART Sapphire Series for 2021, and today we're coming to you live from Nissan Arena for this round 7 match. It's first game of 4, and it's QUT Netball taking on the Wildcats. It's 3rd versus 6th. My name is Dave Mills, joined in commentary by Jets super shooter and State 19s player Lily Cubby. Lily, welcome to the commentary, first time this year.
Yes, hello. Very excited to be here.
It is, of course, Indigenous round for the Firebirds, and we are continuing the Indigenous theme right here. You might have noticed our graphics are a little bit different today. They had the Indigenous theme on them, and they were designed by Lalawa Bedford, and she's a student with the Diamond Spirit at Cairns State High School. She's from the Erub area, ERUB, and that's known as Denali Island. So this game between the Wildcats and the QUT side should be a good game. There's the QUT side. We've been given the teams nice and early today. There's those graphics I was just mentioning. Great news for them. Alicia Adams-Tahara kicks off. She will be at shooter. Sopo Loma Lama Tutahama Alsop will be GA. We'll call her Sopo Alsop through the game. Keisha Grant at wing attack. She's back from New Zealand where she was taking a little one to show the family. Helena Veve is the captain and centre. And Kiera Fitzgerald gets the start at wing defence. Danielle Taylor goal defence, and Lenora Missa is the GK. Surprisingly, Riley Batchelor starting on the bench. Dakota Newson, now she's back from a 12-day protocol. She, of course, sustained a head injury, and she's back in the team now. Nadia Roselli also makes her first appearance in this team for the year. Coached by Paula Stewart, the assistant is Sky Cater, and Shanoa Stockton is the manager. Now, the Wildcat side, there they are. In big news for them, starting for the first time, Amaris Toya, Josephine Bingham will be GA, Jessica Donnelly was wing attack, Courtney Baird the centre, Brittany Mould the captain, Hal Geyer is the GD, Liliana Rennie the goalkeeper. That leaves a bench of Sarah Morton, Madison Fallon, and Brianna Gregory, who's started most of the season. Megan Lynch is the coach, the assistant is Corinne Robinson, and the manager is Merrin McCulloch. Lily, that looks like a pretty strong side. What are your thoughts on this one?
I think it's going to be a really good game, but I would say that I think QUT will get up by 12.
QUT by 12, very specific.
Yeah.
The youngster in the box for the first time, calling it early. There's Batchelor, she won't be starting. Of course, the umpires for this one are Cara Wennebaum and Lucy Miller. The reserve is Chantel Keane. So there'll be some interesting themes happening today. Each team is doing something in relation to the Indigenous round. QUT are they've got some aim frames with some Indigenous artwork. They've got an Indigenous themed program focusing on their Indigenous players within the side. They've got a Deadly Choice ball crew. And of course, QUT have Uncle I hope I pronounced this right, Chegg, C-H-E-G. He's in attendance for the game, which will be great to see. And of course, the Wildcats, they have their bibs that you were wearing last year as a Wildcat.
Yes. Designed
by Beryl Friday. They're to stay there forever. They are they're a bib designed that if the uniform changes over time, the bib will still be able to be used, and it represents the Indigenous cultures in that area. So there they are. There's the players. And QUT Netball are just coming out. So you can hear the ground announcer in the background. This should be an interesting game, like 6th versus 3rd. Wildcats started the season well. They've sort of dropped off the last couple of weeks. You've played them? What do you think?
Yeah, they stuck really tight with us for the first 3 quarters last week. But yeah, they gave us a good challenge. But yeah, I'm not sure. I think it will definitely be a close game.
So last week, of course, you guys won 58-42 against the Wildcats.
Yeah.
I think it was only 4 at 3-quarter time, so they pulled away in the last quarter. You guys had a great last quarter, and they sort of dropped off a little bit. QUT, on the other hand, they had a tough match against the USC Thunder, but they ran out winners 59-50. So they've sort of bounced back in form. They'd lost a couple there, and now they're back. They're 4-2. The Wildcats are 1 draw and 4 losses, hence 3rd versus 6th. So just looking at the ladder there, we'll see QUT there on 72 points, and the Wildcats are on 33. USQ Jets 2nd at 83. That must be pretty pleasing for you, yeah?
Yeah, it is pretty pleasing to see.
5-1. This is exactly where you guys were last year.
Yeah.
So.
Our positional name is Coringa, meaning morning and evening star. We are from the Night Kongai and we derive people from the African Tablelands. We are here today to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land. We pay our respects to the Aboriginal custodians of this land, their spirit and their legacy. Our First Nation peoples give us strength, inspiration and courage to current and future generations of Queenslanders. Netball Queensland acknowledges the Turrbal, Jagera and Yoruba people, the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which we work and play. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging.
It's acknowledgement to country, done live, a bit differently this week. So everything's in readiness. Looks like Veve will get us underway, and the QUT side are in the orange. They're going from right to left of your screen, and the Wildcats are in blue and red, and they'll be going from left to right. So the first chance here to Alicia Adams-Tahara. She shoots and scores.
Nice, easy one to start with.
She must be hard to stop, Lily.
I wouldn't know.
So, hey, being a super shooter yourself, don't play much one-on-one on her.
No,
Ooh.
I don't think I'd like to either.
So Veve clashes with Baird, who's slow to get up. She gets up now. And the ball with Josephine Adams-Tahara. She's 3 straight.
Obstruction call there.
Wildcats again just outside the circle. They find Bingham. She did a ton of work last week.
She did indeed.
And you would have been watching that. She ran and ran and ran.
Yeah.
So she gets her second. We'll try and keep stats throughout the game, but they are manually recorded, so I apologise in advance. Loose ball here. It falls the way of Keisha Grant. Missed the last 2 games. Had a baby, took the baby home, but seen the bubble opened up in New Zealand.
Yeah,
so
that would have been very special.
Indeed it was.
So
Alsop misses her first. But they get it back through an obstruction call on Adams-Tahara. And the ever-reliable Alicia gets another one.
Yes.
4-3 early stages, first quarter. Pretty even game so far.
It is. It's been, fourth.
You spoke too
Loose
soon.
pass, yes.
So Toyin unable to pull that one in. So it falls to Misa to get us going again. Don't forget, you can join us, be part of the commentary. Go to the HART Sapphire Series Facebook page. You'll see you can drop us a comment, ask a question, and my co-commentator will endeavour to answer it. So ask her if the Jets are going to win the premiership.
Yes.
And of course, throughout the week, news, views, interviews, sapphireseries.com.au, and you can watch all these games back
long ball
on the YouTube channel. The long ball unsuccessful.
sprayed over the baseline.
And away we go again, this time through Rennie. And the ball, intercept there.
No, Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald came through, enjoying her starting time, and takes a specky.
Yeah.
Alsop shoots, misses, but she'll get a second chance. She missed her first. This is for her first goal. There's Fitzgerald on screen. Oh, she misses again. This time they don't get the rebound. It's back to the Wildcats in transition. Just a couple of nervous shots there to start.
Yeah, it can sometimes get like that being a shooter. Have a few nervous ones to start with, but then hopefully work yourself into the game.
What do you do when you're not shooting up? Do you try and get closer? Do you pass off, or what do you do?
Something that I like to do would probably be take the load off myself and probably give more of the ball, try and work the ball more to the other shooter. But then again, also just starting close and work yourself out again.
You've got a couple of good shooters to work with in Bell and Friday.
Intercept, yeah.
So Rennie gets the intercept.
Go to school with Rennie.
You do?
I do. She's a JPC person as well.
So the ball down, grade 12 as well.
Yeah, we're best friends, so.
There you go.
Played against her last week, which is good.
Just give her an elbow. So Wildcats being very patient here on this transition. They've got on the circle now. They falls to Bingham. She refeeds. Gets Taylor out of position.
Nice hands there by Nora, but good shot by Bingham.
Wildcats with it, working hard. They're almost double teaming the shooter because Bingham's a long way out. Makes it hard.
Goes over the top.
So Bingham will get us going. Does the refeed,
Good
rolls around.
defense
Oh,
here
that
by
was brilliant, wasn't it?
QUT.
QUT doing well.
Oh, good hold in the middle there by Morris.
So ball back with Bingham. She scores.
Beautiful shot.
That's the 5th. 7-5. We've got 6:10 to play. And that is a Mizuno momentum shift. Mizuno, of course, is one of our major sponsors.
Miss there, but rebound by Adams Tihara.
And she doesn't miss, so 8-5. 5:50 to play. It's been a pretty instantaneous first quarter, Lily.
Yeah, it has been.
Santoya gets another one.
Shot.
Crowd goes nuts.
Ooh.
A few people stuck around from the Firebirds game because they had a shock loss today, lost by 2.
I know, I seen that.
A super shot after the
Oh,
buzzer.
after the buzzer, that would hurt.
It's like a stab in the eye, isn't it?
It really is.
So nice pass here from Grant to
Oh,
Adams
so
Tihara.
close to a held ball, but she gets it up in time.
So 9-6, margin of 3,
Oh,
4:50,
Coach
1 to
Killer.
play. Is that a break?
It was.
Oh, no. On behalf of coaches everywhere, I apologise. So, nothing more depressing than that.
No, you're not wrong. It's the worst feeling when it's you that does it.
Yeah. And as a coach on the side, it's okay, come on.
It's fine.
Inside, you're seething.
Yeah.
So,
I could imagine.
we all have that look.
Yes.
So the ball back with QUT. They're being very patient here. The two defenders just passing amongst themselves. Eventually falls to
Bouncing on one
Veve,
foot there.
the Ferrari. And Adams Tahara will shoot and misses, surprisingly.
Oh, throw in to Wildcats.
It just bounces out.
See if they can convert this one.
They kind of need it. They're 9-6 down. They want to win the quarter. It's 4:04 to play. Donnelly without the cast this week.
Yeah.
So long pass to Bingham. And this is a chance. Josephine Bingham will take the shot. Toya positions herself for the pass off if it's on. But when you shoot like that,
yeah,
why not?
Shot again.
It's 5 straight to Bingham. Massive week last week, and again this one.
Doesn't disappoint.
Oh, is that a contact? It is.
Yes, it is.
Donnelly out of play. QUT with it. Just hasn't really hit a great pace this game yet.
No, it's very back and forth. I think both teams just need to take advantage of getting a turnover and converting it.
So, Adams Tahara, nearly a hell ball, but steps in. That's a long shot for
yeah,
her.
that is.
And she
Good
gets
one, though.
another goal. There's Riley Batchelor warming up.
Yeah, surprising to not see her get the start.
Just burning some calories, maybe. Because everyone in this comp is as fit as a fiddle.
Oh, yes.
So, Toya gets another one. And she's now 3 from 4. And away we go. Veve, beautiful pass.
Beautiful bullet pass there.
And doesn't miss this time. Adams Tahara. 11-8. Margin of 3. 2:30 to play. So, ball back with the Wildcats. If they want to win the quarter, they need to score here. And oh,
They do.
Taylor nearly pickpocketed that one. And contact call.
Oh,
no.
who was that on? Oh,
It's
Bingham.
out. Bingham inside the circle.
Go Lily Rennie.
Is that Lily Rennie's mum?
No, it isn't. Family friend, I'm pretty
Family friend.
positive. Yes.
You know the Rennie family better than most.
I do.
So, Adams Tahara just waiting for the keeper, your friend Rennie, to get out of the way. And she shoots and scores. 12-8, margin of 4, 1:50 to play. It's going to be hard for the Wildcats from here.
Yeah, definitely.
QUT will have 2 more centres as well in this quarter. So, Alsop throws it long. It looks like, no, it's chased down there by the centre. And away they go. They're in transition. They need
We've
to
got
score
a bit of a
quickly.
press going on here. A little box.
It's a high box.
Yeah.
Hard to get through. They go long, and
to no one.
Taylor couldn't grab it. It's loose on the ground. Bingham comes through.
Very risky netball here.
Not high percentage. Oh, Lenora Misser in the air.
Tough to go over Missa with her vertical.
I was talking to the coach today, and she said they don't want to see anything in the air, and that's why. Because Lenora Misser will eat them all day. She's got incredible elevation. So back with QUT now. They go long again.
Again.
Chase down. There's only one player who could probably get that as Veve, and she couldn't. So Rennie will start us again. 46 seconds to go. Wildcats down by 4. They're probably not going to win the quarter, so there'll be 2 competition points to the QUT side.
Yeah.
I'll move them up to 74. Only 9 points behind the Jets.
I know.
But the Jets will have a game in hand.
Yes.
So if they win and win all the quarters, they can finish second today, the QUT side, but then you have an opportunity to steal it back tomorrow.
Yes. Beautiful shot there by Bingham.
Bingham, she's 6 straight, hasn't had a miss. I can't remember her stats from last week, but they were pretty similar.
Over the sideline again.
Does brilliantly. Grant can't pull it in. We're calling time, stop the clock with 6 seconds on the clock. Mole will get us going. She goes long. They got to go long, as Bear does, and finds Toya. And there's a contact call. Yes, contact call on Misa. She's not happy. Toya steps in and scores. So the Wildcats with a little late tongue-tied there. Flurry was what I'm trying to say. And they get it back to 12-9 in the first quarter. And that was an impressive finish for the Wildcats there, Lily.
Yeah, beautiful long ball into Toya.
So Paula Stewart takes the first quarter and her side, the QUT. Will they take the second? We'll find out when we come back from our messages from the sponsors.
The HART Sapphire series is continuing the theme set by Suncorp Super Netball, being the Indigenous round. You might notice that the Wildcats are wearing bibs that have interesting story behind them. Wildcat teams represent the associations of the Brisbane South Netball region, stretching from the Bow Desert to the Great Bay. With over 120 different nationalities, it's the most culturally and religiously diverse area.
As a small-town girl from a tight-knit family, I was nervous about moving to the city to study at QUT. But I soon found my feet, thanks in part to the Uchery unit, who help Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students like me adapt and thrive. At QUT, I've taken every opportunity that's come my way and was named the Queensland Law Society's First Nations Law Student of the Year. It's been a challenging journey, and QUT is helping me succeed.
Welcome back to the first of 4 games this weekend in the HART Sapphire Series for 2021. It's round 7, and we're coming to you live from the Nissan Arena, the home of the Queensland Firebirds, and we're continuing the Indigenous theme for this round. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by none other than Super Shooter State 19s player Lily Cubby. Pretty entertaining first quarter.
Yeah, it was.
QT 12-9. Is that what you expected?
I did expect there to be a bit of a lead, not a bit of a lead, but QT to be in front to start the second quarter. But it'll be interesting to see what Wildcats will bring in the second.
Okay, I just did some shooting stats. We'll start with the QUT side. Alicia Adams-Tahara, she is impressive as always, 11 out of 12. Alsop a little bit shaky. She's 1 from 4. That gives them 12 out of 16 shots. That's 75%. The shooters for Wildcats, Toya, she's getting her first start today. That's Amaris Toya, and she's 3 from 4, and 6 out of 6 for the ever impressive Josephine Bingham. So they're 9 from 10 at 90%. Just not quite getting enough volume, really.
Yeah, that's a big thing that we try and focus on at Jets, is to get that volume really high. So.
Indeed, with your shooting and the more volume, the bigger the score.
Yes.
So, second quarter just about get us underway. Lucy Miller, the umpire, gives the ball to Halida Veve. So, will we see more of the same, or will the QT side pull apart, or will the Wildcats fight hard? Back with QT now. It looks like Riley Bachelor's come on.
Yeah.
So, Alsop to the bench. Don't forget, you can join us on the HART Sapphire Series Facebook page. Haven't seen your family pop up yet. They do most weeks.
No, they do. They might be on somewhere else, I'm not sure.
Out and about.
Yes.
So QUT score the first through Adams-Tahara. There's a turnover.
Grant gets that turnover and goes along.
And just like that, they've scored the first two QUT. And the
probably
margin,
not the start that Wildcats wanted.
See, there's a correction to the score. It's 12-10 at quarter time.
Oh, okay.
Yep. We had 12-9, my apologies. 12-10.
Footwork call there on Grant.
So that's one back to the Wildcats, hopefully. Now Adams-Tahara's out of play. Must have obstructed. Transition. Goes long. Oh, there's a long ball. Baird.
Oh, not over Missa.
We talked about that, didn't we?
We did.
Don't throw lobs anywhere near Lenora Missa.
If it's anyone, not over her.
So, and Adams Tahara showing a bit of range today.
She is. Very impressive.
She's already got 3 for this quarter, and we've only been playing a minute and a bit. So Wildcats need to respond. They're down by 5. This game could slip away here if they don't respond shortly.
Yeah.
So Donnelly with it, gets it from Bingham.
Struggling to get to circle edge here.
There's that box defense.
Yeah.
This time it's in the defensive end.
It is.
So should be able to get all these tips and take them back to your coach.
Oh, turnover there for QUT.
So the box defense works, and QUT swing it in transition. Falls to now Bachelor. She's only just taken the court if you're just joining the coverage now. Didn't start today. This is her first shot of the match. And misses the double jump there from...
Yeah, that was really effective last week from them, I found.
Rennie and Gaia.
Yeah.
So Bachelor misses her first. Doesn't miss a lot of shots.
No, she doesn't.
Don't think that will phase her.
She's very accurate, Bachelor.
So the Wildcats all on one side at the moment. You could throw a handkerchief over them.
Yeah, they've got that box going again. It's very effective from QUT.
So that one pulled in by Baird. Looks in, has to go back to the mid-third.
They're really struggling here to find the shooters.
So Brittany Mould there. She'll be commentating with Hannah Davies tomorrow in one of the games. I don't know which one, but she...
Of Brett.
3 games on tomorrow. So you can...
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, footwork call on the outside.
That was a beautiful
Donnelly doesn't like the call.
pass, though.
Keeps the Swans up.
Yes, unfortunate for Wildcats there.
So transition time for the QUT side. There with it. Finds Bachelor, drives into the space. The old give and go. Beautiful play.
Oh, hard luck there.
Just outside the circle. Looks like Brittany Mould might be out of play. And umpire Miller makes the call.
Yes.
Ball on the outside. Grant with it. Throws a lob pass in.
Oh, unlucky there.
Adams Tahara. Another goal to her. So she's got all 4 so far this quarter.
Yeah, she's off to a strong start.
And we've got to call another obstruction call on Mould. We've got to take it back. I always thought if you didn't take it in the right place, it got reversed. Has that rule changed?
I'm not sure.
That's what I
Couldn't
thought.
tell you.
There you go. So Bachelor with it now. She's having her second shot of the game. Makes no mistake this time. And just starting to slip away here, QUT.
Yeah. I think Wildcats just need to settle a goal. Oh, we've got Gregory on court now.
Brown and Gregory gone to shooter. They usually find it reasonably easily, but this defence from QUT today is very impressive.
Yeah, interesting not to start with her this round, just to switch it up a little bit maybe.
Opportunity for Toya, and she took it with both hands. She shot reasonably well. She only had 4 shots, but she was 3 from 4 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So Gregory out there now.
In the goal attack bit too.
I didn't notice that.
With
Yes,
Bingham and shooter,
so Bingham's gone to shooter, and Gregory to GA.
yes.
Sneaky little move.
Interesting.
A Mizuno momentum shift. So I don't know Bingham that well. Does she play much shooter? I haven't seen her around the traps.
I think she's always been a shooter. I don't know too much about her, but Chloe's in my state 19 squad at the moment, her sister, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Of course, Chloe plays for the Thunder.
Yeah,
she's
she's
back on court last week, yeah.
Yeah, which is exciting.
Had a bit of a dodgy finger injury.
Yeah.
So good to see her back. So Gregory with it now. She has a very exaggerated style.
She does. Bingham with the contact there.
So QUT get it. Misra, always smiling. Has it again, big smile as she cracks it down the court.
Yeah.
Grant gets it. Bachelor slightly off balance. Regains it now. Nice patience here from QUT.
Yeah. Ooh, bit of a
Clash
clash
bodies.
there.
Was that friendly fire? Looked like the
Two Wildcats on
two
the ground.
Wildcats
There's the
took
leader
each
standing
other
there.
out. The Ferrari's just going, what's going on here?
She's like, let's
think
play
there was
on.
Baird and Mould just collided.
Yeah.
Alicia
Getting
comes
the
out with the
towel
sponge. So We need some. I say it every week. We
They
need
need
those
mops.
brooms with the squidgy type brooms.
Yeah, I was at the Bullets game the other week, and they have like 4 people coming on the court with these big mops. And
Probably got a bigger budget than we do.
correct.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah. But just leave them. They balls play here. Just leave them on the side.
Yeah.
Oh, the jump
wow.
shot. Adams to
Very
Hara.
impressive this game.
That is impressive. So a little jumper there.
Yeah.
A la Gretel Guetta. And of course, this is the home court of the Firebirds.
Oh, beautiful intercept there by Baird.
Baird with it.
And no options to go to. Oh, there we go.
QT straight into that box zone.
Yeah, it's really effective.
Breaks down a little bit now, but now they form a defensive box zone. Or the
Not
Kiwi
over
zone as it's
missile.
known. So
Again.
so you reckon they shouldn't throw lobs over Missa?
You would think not.
Coaching tips there from Lily Cubby.
Oh, gosh.
That's a pretty smart move. Don't throw it over Lenora Missa.
Beautiful shot there by Bachelor.
So you mentioned before you're still at school. What's it like being a semi-professional athlete and school?
Oh, it's a bit challenging to balance everything.
Do you get special consideration for exams and things because of your sport?
No.
Okay, good.
Just
Right.
try and get everything done. I have
Okay.
a final due on Monday, but
But you're here
Yeah.
commentating.
I am.
What subject?
Biology.
Oh, good. I know nothing about that, so I can't help you. So a Mizuno momentum shift there.
My
but
mum's probably listening here,
Ooh.
making sure that I have it done.
That's awkward.
Very.
Here we go. Is that one of your family members?
Yes, that's my mum's partner, Rodney.
Hello, Rodney.
Hello, Rodney.
He reckons the whole family's watching.
Ugh.
You were doing a great job, Lily Cubby.
Oh, I think we have another coach killer here.
Don't tell me it was a break, Lily.
I think it was a break.
You stabbed me in both eyes today.
Oh no, contact.
Oh, that's all right then. Play on.
That's a bit better. bit better than a break, but not
You-
something you'd want.
Not when you're 9 down with
No.
6:56 to play in the second. QUT with it.
They've
Adams-
come out really strong, QT.
Yeah, they've held the Wildcats to 2 this quarter. It's a 9-2 quarter at the moment. Now 10-2 with that goal to Adams Tahara. Not a bad replacement to bring on in Riley Bachelor.
No,
So,
no other person you'd want to, really.
And
Another goal there.
Adams Tahara is putting on a bit of a clinic today. Shooting with range, big splits. So I thought she played well last week as well.
Yeah, very well.
So Baird with it. Of course, Courtney Baird does a ton of work as well.
Do you think a timeout would come soon from Wildcats?
I think they kind of have to. I'd call it now, but there's a footwork call on Gregory.
Yeah.
So it just seems to have lost their way a little bit. It was 12-10 at quarter time.
Oh, nice hands there.
I'd call the timeout. There's Brianna Gregory. So
Yeah. Interesting to see her out at goal attack and Bingham back at goal shooter.
she's got incredible movement.
Oh,
missed
forces
shot.
a missed shot there, Rennie.
So great defence by your classmate Rennie.
Yes.
Hope she's done a biology homework. So,
Oh, she probably has. It's going to be late night Sunday.
cool. So the ball back with the Wildcats. Baird on the circle, looks in.
Oh, Taylor never gets it.
Taylor does amazing things. Doesn't get a lot of the kudos.
No, she's a very talented player, Taylor.
So Gregory gets a goal for the Wildcats. Just their 3rd this quarter, and that is a Mizuno momentum shift. And they look long. Oh, Grant can't pull it in. I thought Grant had that, but she just forgot to move her feet. So Rennie gets us underway.
Here. Goes long.
So now it's with the Wildcats. Again, this zone defense,
Oh, hands there.
and it works a treat
Gets
again.
the turnover.
Adams Tahara, she's got quite a good reach.
Yeah.
And Bachelor,
Shot
the
there.
sweetest of sweet shots.
Yes.
So 24-13, the margin is 9, 4:45 to play. Danger signs here for the Wildcats.
It is.
So they just can't find the shooters at the moment. So Gregory at GA just drops back towards the base now. Bingham, long ball. Oh, Gregory can't pull that one in.
Yeah.
The pass from the hip, never my favourite.
No, it's not a coach's favourite either.
Good. Anyone who's in my team listening, Lily Covey agrees with me. So the long ball here. QUT
Oh,
in
Rennie.
transition.
Oh, unlucky there.
She tried to shoot it.
She did. It would have been interesting if it went in.
So, and another one there to Adams Tahara.
Got a 12-point margin here.
It's getting a bit tough for the Wildcats.
It is.
Not at half time yet.
Oh,
missed here.
just.
Rennie gets the rebound. Wildcats, not a lot of options at the moment. This stifling QUT defence is proving difficult a little.
Yeah, no, it looks to be. Oh, Newsom's on the court now.
She's bibbing up, as they say. And Gregory, a long way from home, out. They fight across. Veve this time gets a hand on it. And it's come off Wildcats last. So, brilliant defence there by Elita Veve. Oh, clash of bodies there. Bingham.
Strong take there by Missile.
She is strong in the air, strong on the ground, the complete defender. Looks like Newson at wing attack. This is her first start since she banged her head against you guys.
Yeah, against McKeely.
So the ball over to Adams Tahara.
Another goal there.
It's not the most correct style of shot, but it's very effective.
No, yeah, there's a lot of different types of shots out there that you see. You always come across something different with everyone.
So the ball back with Wildcats.
Oh,
Loose pass.
again.
So your family said they're watching, so whereabouts would they be watching?
In Dubbo.
In Dubbo?
Yes, at home.
Are you from Dubbo?
No, I'm from Garuga, which is 4.5 hours northwest of Dubbo.
In the middle of nowhere, literally.
Yeah, literally in the middle of It's right on the border of Queensland, of New South Wales and Queensland, yeah.
Yeah? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's where you learnt to play netball? Way out there?
No, I moved to Toowoomba, I'm not sure what age, and then moved to Dubbo when I was 6, I think.
Yep.
And then started in Dubbo, yeah.
That's where you learnt the trade, so to speak.
Yes, I did. I started there, just on the grass courts.
And obviously took to the game quite well, because here you are repping Queensland.
Yes.
Even though you weren't born in Queensland.
No.
So the big question, who do you support in State of Origin?
New South Wales.
Thanks for coming, Lily. We'll just turn your mic down. That's the last you'll hear of Lily today.
This year, we've got it.
Jeez, you hear some rubbish in commentary,
Calling
don't
it
you?
now. Oh.
You hear some rubbish, don't you, ladies and gentlemen? I apologise. So the ball back, while we've been chatting, the margin back to 12, 1.5 to play.
Oh, we've got Alsop back on court into goal shooter.
Yeah, and looks like Bachelor stays at GA and Alicia Adams Tahara to the bench.
Ronnie will throw this one in.
So a missed shot there by Alsop.
Goes long.
Wildcats desperate for a goal. They've only scored 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I'm surprised there was no timeout called.
Indeed. And secret signals there from Alicia Adams Tahara. I have no idea what that... You're an old Wildcat? Was that a secret signal?
I wasn't there when Alicia was there.
Oh, she was coach last year, wasn't she? Or assistant coach, sorry.
Yeah.
As Newson hits the deck again.
Just be careful.
Yeah. I was making sure she got up before I said anything. She's all good, though. Of course, she had a head knock 2 games ago. She's back.
Yeah, that's good to see her back.
So Rennie gets us going again. And the ball, Wildcats, we're getting off the ball contact here.
By Fitzgerald.
And
gets the ball to circle edge there.
Ooh, loose pass, but they'll get the call. Missy couldn't get that one. So Bingham, there's 18 seconds to go. There's Brittany Mould, the captain. So 18 seconds to go. Bingham shoots and scores. So
little settler there.
That's only her 3rd, I believe, in this quarter. So Wildcats have only scored 5. So Mould with it now. They need to score here. Time's up on our clock. There'll just be a little bit of difference between us and the official timer. And
yeah, probably not the volume that Wildcats would want.
So there's the turnover. QUT with a last chance. Can't be long to go. But they're not rushing it, so it might be a bit more time than we realised.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
There's the hooter. And it's a throw-in, not a contact. So the quarter finishes 26-15. That makes it 14-5 to the QUT side. Pretty comprehensive second quarter performance there, Lily Covey.
Yeah, they just started to get a bit of a lead there on the Wildcats. Probably not converting all the opportunities they're getting. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out in that 3rd quarter.
So 3rd quarter beckons, and we will be bringing it all to you as soon as we come back from these very short messages.
With the winner to
you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in a game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
Is your health currently on track?
A free and simple health check at your participating health service
is an easy way to keep you at 100%.
Make a deadly choice. Book in now and yarn to a GP.
You'll also score this
Deadly Firebird shirt.
Welcome back. It is the second half of the first game of 4 in the HART Sapphire Series, round 7. We're halfway through the competition for 2021. It's QUT Netball sitting in third place on the ladder, taking on the Wildcats, who are 6th. We're coming to you live from Nissan Arena, and at half-time, it's QUT 26, Wildcats 15. My name's Dave Mills. Been with you for most of the season, joined in commentary today by a first-timer, doing a great job, Lily Cubby. Did you enjoy the first half of netball?
No, I did. It was very interesting. Very good first half. Be excited to see what happens.
Bit different sitting behind the camera?
It is. It's actually a lot different to actually be behind the camera.
So Lily, this is what happens to you. First of all, you retire, then you coach for a while, and then you commentate. That's
right.
That's your next 20 years mapped out for you. Go represent Australia and then come back and eventually you'll be in this chair here. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our principal sponsor, HART Sports, who do a top job with us, and we're lucky to have them on board. Our major partners, Legasic Jewelers, Mizuno, Mount Franklin. Love a good Mount Franklin. Powerade, do you drink the Powerade?
I do.
Excellent, that's good news. They're the major partners, and of course, Bondi Vite, and they keep me nice and healthy. And for my old bones, I use strapping tape. And of course, all the pictures today being broadcast by Double Take Sport, the best in the business. So there's the QT team, the Wildcats players warming up, so we might be making some changes.
Some reaction balls.
Got some shooting stats. Now we had some changes in shooters, so it's not as accurate as in regards to, it's combined stats. If there's 2 shooters in the quarter, we combine them. There's our umpires for today. Carol Winterbom on the right, they're sitting down, and Lucy Miller on the left. Big smile and a wave to the camera.
A wave.
Oh, 2 waves. There we go. Anya Cara. So I thought she was going to stay very serious there for a minute, but she gives us a big wave. And Chantel Keane in the background. So the shooting stats, getting back to that quarter for the Wildcats, they only got the 5 goals, 5 out of 7. That gives them 11 out of, that gives them 15 out of 22 for the match. And the QUT side, that quarter, the shooters combined 10 out of 13, the goal attacks 4 out of 5, so 26 out of 34 for them. 22 shots, not a lot of volume for the Wildcats there, Lily.
No, not something probably Megan wouldn't want. She'd probably want a bit more volume than that, but hopefully they'll come out and do that.
So tomorrow we're back at the home of netball in Queensland, Nissan Arena. We've got 3 games. It's an early start tomorrow, so please set your watches, your calendars, your alarms. Get up, duck down to your local cafe, have a nice brekkie, and then get out to Nissan Arena. First game at 10. It's Thunder versus Mendy Rays. At 12, the Bull Sharks are going for 4 straight. They've won their last 3. They are in 5th place on the ladder, but they're on the same points as 4th. Just 1% difference. It's 102% of the Thunder, 101% of the Sharks. So the Sharks win that, they'll be really, really entrenched in the 4. They are the big improvers, winning 3 straight. They're taking on the Cougars from 12, top of the table clash. That should be a good game. And the Tigers taking on Summerside USQ Jets. Are they any good?
Oh,
they go all right.
Yeah,
they
go all right.
Yeah, they've got this good GA and Lily Cubby I hear. So they're sitting in 2nd, and they're taking on the Tigers, who are down the bottom end of the table in 7th. So that should be a good match as well. USQ Jets, you're going for 5 straight, I believe. Yeah, that'll be right. So you lost your 3rd one. 4th straight, sorry. My maths isn't that good. So there's the shooting and Newson at wing attack. It looks like Adams Tahara's back on at GS and Bachelor at her favoured GA spot. So that should be exciting. Netball, get out to Nissan Arena. Don't forget, it is a cashless venue. So you've got to bring your cards or your phone and pay through that. And you must get a ticket. You must get a ticket. Book online at sapphireseries.com.au. You can't just rock up and buy one. So get a ticket before you get there. So Adams Tahara gets us underway again. she gets the first one for the Wildcats. 26-15 the halftime score. How do you stop someone like Adam Starr?
I think just be off the body. I think that's what worked with us when we versed them.
Confuse the space a little
Yeah.
bit on the feed, you reckon?
Yeah, I think that's what you try and do with a lot of tall shooters. Just
Yeah.
confuse the space. But I don't know too much about that sort of stuff. But that's what I think.
Well, that's what you're here for. You're getting paid the expert dollars. So that's what we have you in the box for. So Bachelor
From range.
with range.
Oh, just dribbles
misses.
out. Good
And
rebound there from Rennie.
Rennie, she would have got a few of them. There's been a few misses. She gets most of the rebounds.
Yeah.
So ball back with Wildcats in transition. So ball comes across the long one. Looks like Mould's gone to centre for the Wildcats.
We've got that same shooting circle of Bingham back in goal shooter.
So there's Rennie, who just took a great rebound. So looking pretty relaxed. So Bingham out of play as the goal shooter. Mould's gone to centre, so we'll try and bring you the other changes again. Looks
Courtney
like
Baird
to
looks
wing
to
attack.
be wing attack, yeah. And Fallon.
And Fallon gone to wing defence.
Yes.
Good pickup.
Oh, nice. Double play there.
The old double play.
Yes.
Gives Bachelor another goal. It's 28-16, margin of 12. And ball back with the Wildcats. Yet to win a quarter, which will be disappointing for their coach because they performed so well against you guys last week.
Yeah, they were very impressive last week. They really held up to us.
So ball now.
Oh, Bingham on her
circle.
own.
Can't get it. She's moving
Swings
around.
one. Oh, again, over Missa.
Did they throw a lob over Missa?
Oh, they must have.
So Missa ate that one for breakfast. It's like shelling peas for her. And eventually it goes all the way down through the very fast midcourt, and Houston finds Adams Tahara. And she gets another goal. So bit of a height difference there between your mate Rennie and Adams Tahara.
Yeah, she's still a bit taller than me though. I think she's 186, 187, so
And what are you?
I'm like 176, 77.
That's right. Goal attacks aren't supposed to be super tall.
No?
Like Bachelor's probably one of the tall goal attacks going around.
Yeah.
So speed to burn, Lily
Yes.
Covey, so you'll be right.
All that speed.
So Mould with it, fires it right across the circle. And there's a clash of bodies there between Mould and the Ferrari. They're there.
Lots of ex-Wildcats up against each other. Cool.
Yes, a lot of them did follow their coach to that to QUT. A replay ball there. A few Tigers in the QUT side as well. So
Yeah.
it's always going to happen when you get a new franchise.
No, exactly.
People are going to
It's bound
gravitate.
happen, yeah.
So, and you're an ex-Wildcat yourself.
I am.
So now you're with the Jets.
Yes.
So how does that work? Do you ring them or do they ring you? Like how does the off-season work in this level of netball? Like, do you have a manager?
I don't have a manager. Oh, my brother
Your
thinks
brother's
he's
your
my
manager?
manager. Shout out to
Excellent.
him.
So he negotiated the deal.
Oh, he'd probably like to take credit for it. But no, I think it's just having conversations with people and seeing where that leads you after the contracting period.
Okay, fair enough. But they approached you.
Yeah.
Nice. So nice shot there from Bachelor. It was answered from the Wildcats, who had a Mizuno momentum shift. Falls back to Bingham.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice vertical there by Missa.
That's why you don't throw a lob. We've got a good
No.
example of her elevation there.
Her elevation's incredible.
So eventually the shot goes in for the Wildcats. The volume just not there today, 31-18. And some fans of Dakota Newsom are sending their love. Great to see her back out on court.
Yes.
Bachelor,
Great to see the fans commenting.
quick pass in.
Oh, just dribbles. Oh,
Adams
we've got
Tahara.
everyone jumping in the air.
Couldn't get her own rebound. Rennie, too strong on the elevation.
yeah.
Managed to get it off her on about the fourth attempt.
Yeah. Well done to her.
Speaking of the fans, did you hear we had 26,000 viewers the other week for a game?
Oh, really?
26,000, that's great.
Wow, that's incredible.
It is indeed. I haven't seen the analytics for this week yet. There's Rennie.
There she is. Played again this morning with her.
I'm assuming if you two are in the same team, you may have won that one.
No, we didn't.
Oh, oops.
First loss, but it's right.
Foot and mouth disease there. so,
Oh, there's Gregory there with the goal shooter bib on.
so she may be coming back on. Or just came off, rather. So
I think she
Toya,
might be coming back on.
Toya with it now. She's in the shooter's bib now. Could be a little sneaky change as the camera pans to the left. Of course, we're in the hub at Cooperoo.
We are.
Very small room, isn't it?
Yes.
We're very close, sitting very close to each other. I have to brush my teeth. So, Adam Sahara scores
Gets
another
that
one for the
one.
QUT side. And Grant's gone to centre for QUT. Haven't seen a lot of her there. So Newson and Grant, there's some speed to burn. They're in the mid-court.
That's a lot of speed there.
So Verveer's gone to wing defence. She's a brilliant wing defender as well, so that won't make it any easier for the Wildcats.
Unlucky there from Mould.
Mould clashes bodies with Newson. Bachelor, the old give and go. And again, another contact Mould on Newson. She's drawing a bit of body at the moment.
Yeah.
Dakota,
Seems to be copping it.
youngest player in the comp. So Bachelor,
Oh, beautiful shot there.
it was all class. So Brittany Mould, the captain, gets us underway. Long pass. Bingham's been kept quiet. Now she's a goal attack, which is a preferred position, and Gregory a shooter. So this is a combination we're a bit more familiar with.
Yeah.
So both players are out.
Worked really effectively last week, so.
And Bingham with it now.
Oh,
Ooh,
Josh
misses.
dribbles out, but good rebound there from Gregory. And gets that one. Nice settler there.
So the margin is 13. It was 12 at the break, the major break. So if they can eat into this, QUT could steal a quarter.
Oh, beautiful drive there by Newson.
Newson showing no effects of the head knock.
No, luckily.
If anything, she's probably running a little quicker.
Beautiful shot.
Bachelor, when she gets that rhythm, it's hard to stop it.
Oh, it is. Once a shooter does get their rhythm, does take a bit to stop him.
So Wildcats with it, look down. So you're going to turn Nissan Arena into the Cubby House tomorrow?
Hopefully. Hopefully.
That was one of the funniest lines I've ever heard on TV. So my co-commentator, Lee Drennan from last week.
Yes.
And I've got
Hadn't heard that one yet on the live stream.
well, I won't lie to you, I didn't think of it myself, so but I think it'll stick.
No, I have heard Cubby House before, but just not them lines that we use. But yes, all good.
He's very proud of that one. I think it made it into it. He runs a podcast. I think it made it into his podcast as well. So,
Oh, that's great.
So you're famous. So the ball on the outside.
Oh, bad.
Bingham. Oh,
Oh,
the
that
elevation.
Elevation is incredible, but beautiful shot there by Bingham.
So you'd be seeing that. There's the coaching crew.
Yes, baller. Oh, long ball. Oh, someone's rolling. Houston on the ground again. She seems to love the ground.
Spends a bit of time on the pine.
Yeah.
And we've got a little bit of a pitch jumping here. We'll be back shortly. It'll just correct itself.
There we go.
And there it goes.
Oh, beautiful roll out there.
So Bingham scores.
Newson nearly had that one.
So the margin's still 13. They're not pulling away with it, the QUT side here.
Yeah,
So
they're going with my margin that I said. 12 nearly.
you did call it.
I did.
If you get it completely right, we'll get you back. So ball now back through transition time for the Wildcats.
Up the guts there.
There's this little box zone now. It's a more traditional sort of zone.
See if it's effective again. That was good there by Mould, finding a body. That's usually how you break a box.
Peel off it.
Yeah, find a body and then go off that.
So a goal to Gregory. Look, could be our first time out of the
Time
game.
out.
It is. It's going to be called by QUT, I think.
Yeah, it is.
So Paula not happy with something. So the margin's 12. It was only 11 at half time, so maybe she's not happy with that. So it seems to work better with Bingham at GA and Gregory at shooter.
Yeah, it does seem to be working better that way.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to listen in and see what Paula's got to say. But we've got some music coming through the effects mics instead, so sing along, people at home.
QUT continue to pile on the pressure.
The coach Lynch there from Wildcats, fairly animated, shaking the head around a bit. Oh, very animated. She's obviously...
Coaches tend to do that.
She obviously wants Rennie to do something. Pat her on the back there. Right, I'm pretty good at this lip reading. I'll see what she says. Oh, we'll listen in to Paula. Can't get anything. The effects might. There's music being played, so we can't quite pick it up there. And we'll just try and read her lips. I think she's saying Lily Cubby's doing really well at commentary today.
Yes.
I'm on tomorrow. Yes, of course, Paula is on tomorrow, so she's doing one of the games as well with Hannah Davies.
Oh.
And yes, so yep, I've got no idea what they
I
said.
have no clue what was said in those.
So I'd say the Wildcats are the happier of the two at the moment because they're fighting hard here. They've
They
got the
are.
margin. It's 12. It's their centre next. So they've got a chance to take it back to the halftime margin.
Yeah, hopefully they close the margin a little bit.
Because QUT sitting in third. They're on 72 points. They've picked up 4. That makes them 76. So they're just now 7 points
Chasing
behind
us
you
down.
guys. So
Luckily we have a game tomorrow.
you do. Against the Tigers, 2 p.m. Get your backside courtside for that one. And if you can't, just watch it on various platforms.
Lucky to go over Misa there.
I thought you might say that. So Gregory looking a lot more comfortable at shooter.
Yeah.
And
It's a good combination, that one.
so the margin just 11, now 12, as Batchelor gets a very quick goal. So it's 10-9 the quarter at the moment, with 4:46 to play.
Nice circle there.
So Gregory doesn't mind the low ball. That elevation is huge.
It's very, very good.
So the 2 obstructions help. Gregory was able to take it right in. She scores.
See if QUT can convert this one.
The quarter is even at the moment. Veve finds Adams Tahara easily, and she'll score. So it's becoming a shootout right now.
It is.
The shooters are going goal for goal. 37-35, distance 12. Oh, it's a Wildcats turnover. It's
Contact?
a contact, it appears. Just
Not
need to
out
move
of
that
play.
forward 3 inches. And there we go. So Fitzgerald with it gets us going again.
Nice long ball there.
Bachelor, this will hurt if it goes in. It misses. But Adams Tahara gets the rebound. So that one hurts. They were on a bit of a roll here.
They
Margin
were.
just blows out a little bit. Instead of being tied up at 11, it's now 13. And
Oh, nice hold there by Ronnie.
it was. I thought she was going to get a whole ball, but shot fell
She's
away in
getting
the
very
nick of time.
close to it. Hopefully she'll get one by the end of the game.
Spoken like a true friend. So, ball back with the Wildcats. She's very proud, like a proud parent. So,
I am, I'm a proud friend.
so Gregory has to go all the way back to the mid-third. And again, Bingham gets it. Fast feet of Bingham, and the holding ability of Gregory is good for the Wildcats.
Misa
Misses a shot.
forces a miss.
Nisa with the leap.
With speed down court goes QUT.
And before you realise, they've scored another one, and the margin is just in the blink of an eye back to 15. With QUT have it now, and we've got a timeout here.
Oh, earring? Maybe an earring?
An earring. We've found an earring. No? Yes, it is. Have to leave the court to take your earring off? Is that what you have to do?
I never knew that was a thing. Maybe.
Would have thought that
Maybe
would
we've learned something new.
have thought that would have been checked before the game. No?
Well, umpires do check stuff before the game, so they must have missed it.
At this level, perhaps? They still check nails and all that at this
Yeah.
level? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yep. For every game.
Every game.
Yeah.
So, ball back with the Wildcats. Margin is 15. QUT just pulling away late in this quarter. And
Nice shot there by Bingham.
a lovely shot by Bingham. So, Josephine Bingham, I think, did she get the player of the round last week? There was a voting going on. I didn't see the end result.
I'm not sure if they put up an end result.
They didn't put up an end result.
I'm not sure.
So, I saw it got listed. She was one of the 4.
Yeah.
So, Wildcats with it now. They got a chance to eat in this margin
Ooh.
of 15. Minimum mould. Oh, Gregory can't handle it. Falls back to mould. Has to go right across.
Over.
Need to be at the top and they're not.
Oh, that's unlucky there. Oh, they get it right under the post anyways.
Gregory. And scores again. They're just hanging around the
center.
Wildcats. It's 14.
Yes.
This will make it 13. We've got 1:27 to play. So the score here, they're still losing the quarter by 2. Oh.
Oh, hard luck there.
And that looks like it was out of play. It was indeed. So the ball back with QUT.
So we've got Sarah Morton on now at wing defence.
For the Wildcats.
Yes, I played with her and Ruby last year.
And Tiara Adams under the ring, probably won't miss and doesn't. So you know a bit about Sarah Morton?
A little bit.
Yeah, well, fill us in.
I think she's doing something to do with doctor stuff.
Doctor stuff, so
yes.
she's a student, obviously.
I think so.
So.
But no, she was our captain last year.
Yeah.
Very good captain, actually.
So let's talk about Lily Cubby. Like, you came on late last year. Like, you played, what, the last 4 games, was it?
Yeah. From
game.
Injuries. I just got a call up from Ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah, played with Ruby every
If I recall,
week.
there was a game where you guys scored 40, I want to say 43, and you hit 31 out of 40 of the 43.
Yeah, I think that was against Tigers, maybe.
One of the most
Gregory there.
impressive performances I've seen in a while.
Yeah, no, that was a very good game last year against Tigers.
It's very modest. Just calling it a very good game. So the quarter comes to an end. The margin is 15, so the QUT side win that one by 4. So, and they take a lead of 15 into the final break. So 15, it's tough. Will the Wildcats come back?
Maybe.
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 We'll find out when we come back after these brief messages from our sponsors.
And official partners, Scrappy, One Day Beer. Without them, we would not be here today.
Welcome back. It's round 7 in the HART Sapphire series for 2021, and it's QUT Netball sitting pretty in 3rd, taking on the Wildcats, who are sitting in 6th. It's been a pretty good game, but the QUT side just pulling away a little bit there in that last quarter. 43-28, they lead at 3-quarter time. My name's Dave Mills, joined by one of the super shots from the Jets, Lily Cubby. Have you enjoyed your time in the Combox?
I have. It's been a really good experience, actually.
What do you think about this game thus far?
I think that QUT have just gotten out to a really they got out to a really strong start to begin with, which kind of put Wildcats on the back pedal there. But I think if they could win this quarter, make that their goal, then.
And of course, we're at Nissan Arena, where the Firebirds played today. Had a shock 2-point loss.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
A buzzer beater, like after the game. They lost one game in overtime this year against the Swifts, and then they lost one after the buzzer. That hurts, but they'll bounce back for sure. And of course, it's Indigenous round with the Suncorp Super Netball. We're continuing to that theme. You'll see some of our graphics have got little Indigenous symbols on them, and they were designed by Lalawa Bedford. She's up in Cairns. She's a Diamond student, a Diamond Spirit student with the Cairns State High School, and she's from the Miriam tribe of the Urubam people. So I apologise if I got that slightly wrong, but that's how it's been written for me. So there's the Wildcats, and of course QUT have really taken to Indigenous round. They've got some art there, they've got some flags around, they've got an Indigenous themed program, they've got a Deadly Choice ball crew, and of course they've got the QUT matriarch, we'll call him. Uncle Chegg is in the house tonight watching the game. So Veve's gone back to centre. She gets us underway. All to do for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
So they're there with it. Finds Adams a little bit too easy.
Very easy.
17 out of 20 for that quarter for the for the QUT side, and 13 out of 16 for the Wildcats. So the scoring's been pretty high on both ends.
They've increased the volume, Wildcats, in that last quarter better than the first two. So
The percentage has been ridiculously high for both teams today.
yeah, that's a positive for shooters. That vertical.
So,
Nice shot there.
So you'd be facing Nissa a fair bit, like when you're playing on one-on-one. So what's it like when she just jumps up straight up in the air? And does it make you nervous, or you just step back, or what's you thinking?
I think it's all about timing, really, but you never know when the defender's going to go. So yeah, it's just a risk you have to take sometimes.
A risk you have to take,
yeah.
Indeed. So away goes the Wildcats again. Sorry, QT side there through Adams Tahara. Wildcats looking to respond. So Brittany Mould at centre. That seems to have made a little bit of a change for them.
Yeah, I actually think she's come on with a really good impact on its centre. I think she's been really impressive.
So don't forget, if you want to be part of the commentary team, if you want to ask Lily any questions, probe, find out how she's going to go on biology test on Monday, jump on the HART Sapphire Series Facebook page. If you want to see some great pics throughout the week, Sapphire Series Netball is the Insta account. And for all the news, views and interviews, go to sapphireseries.com.au.
Unlucky misser from Bingham, but she gets it back.
She does indeed, and doesn't miss the second one. She doesn't miss too many in a row. Did you know, Lily, you can watch these games back on the YouTube channel anytime you want?
Yes, I tend to do that sometimes.
Really?
I do, no.
You don't get Netflix?
No, I do have Netflix and Stan.
Oh, geez,
everything.
You got them all. You choose to watch the YouTube channel. Well done. We appreciate that. Along with the 26,000 viewers we had last week. So that's exciting times for netball in Queensland. It's growing, and we appreciate your patronage. Thank you very much for watching as Riley Bachelador. You played, what, 4 games last year, I think?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
From where I sit, the game just seems to have got a lot faster in the last 6 months.
No, definitely.
Is that true?
Yeah, it feels that way.
Yeah.
I feel like the actual competition's gotten a lot bigger in comparison to last year. So I think that's...
I don't want to use the word better, but it does seem more competitive now. Like,
oh, 100%.
Last year, if we're really honest, there was probably only 2 teams that could have won it.
No,
This year we got 4.
No, yeah, 100%.
And then you've got these other teams just like...
building.
Yeah, like what's happening down the Gold Coast is amazing.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? So, and they're not far off. I can see them making the 4. Like, they could jump into that 4.
Definitely.
And speaking of speed to burn, they've got some ridiculously quick people on that team.
100%.
So.
Lots of them in my State 19s squad, so it's good to play up with them.
Yeah, indeed it would be. It must be nice to be on the end of that speed.
No, 100%.
Keep your head up is my advice.
Yes.
So
don't want to get a falcon.
QUT were just on the sideline there. They had one of their players warming up. I think that might be Nadia Roselli. I'm not sure. I haven't seen her before, but she's just in the picture at the top left of your screen there. Might be warming up there. So hopefully we get to see her. So the margin out to 18. So QUT, if they win this quarter as well, they'll take the full 18 competition points, which would put them on 97 ahead of you guys. So you'd have to win.
Lots of quarters in the game tomorrow.
Indeed, to get your second place back.
Yes. Oh, beautiful intercept there by Morton.
So Morton with the intercept, building on the Mizuno momentum shift for the Wildcats, looking to finish the game off strongly. Ball on the outside. Mould gets us going.
No one really moving in that. Oh, we've got a contact call.
It looks like it's outside the circle, is it? No, inside the circle.
On Bingham, maybe.
Indeed. So long ball. They're playing a bit of loopy ball at the moment, the QT side. But it's working. Bachelador with it.
With the quick 1-2.
Oh, hits the front, but there's an obstruction on Rennie. You can tell about that one.
I will.
So, what's your pre-game ritual? What do you do tomorrow? Like, do you have a big breakfast, little breakfast? Because it's an unusual time. Well, not really for you guys. It's 2 o'clock-ish, but...
Yeah, just go to the post tomorrow morning and then...
Yeah?
Yeah, and then just...
Just by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go down to Underwood Park.
Do you play some tunes or anything like that?
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go to the post, have a little breakfast and then get going.
Okay, cool. And the ball doesn't fall this time for the Wildcats, and QUT get it through a throw-in on the goal line. Long ball there.
Very long.
Finds Keisha Grant, who finds Riley Bachelador.
Good rebound there.
Rennie with it. This is where it breaks down a little bit across this transverse when they play this box zone.
Yeah.
And they're into it again now.
Must be
Veva just hunting. Look at Veva in the background there.
Yeah, it must be something they've been working on at training, maybe.
Yeah. Paula said it's been because they've had a lot of their players out with heavy week for training for you guys, the 19s, and had a few injuries and a bit of illness. So she said they didn't have a really good week of training this week. It was disruptive was the word she used. And a missed shot there. Adams Tahara, but she'll get the second chance and scores. Starting to blow out now, the margin out to 19. Probably doesn't reflect how competitive the Wildcats have been at times.
No, definitely not.
But they're looking, their coach said when I spoke to her today, they're looking for consistency. They thought they were really good for 3 quarters last week. Just fell away a little bit, and it seems like they might be doing the same here.
Oh yeah, they really did do well last week with consistency, I feel, for them 3 quarters.
So, a footwork call here. There's the coaching crew from the Wildcats.
Yes.
Megan Lynch, of course, was at the Jets last year.
Yeah.
You were at the Wildcats, so you two got traded. So, a little bit of trading going on.
Yeah. Bit of a switch up, but yeah.
So, Gregory keeping them in it. And I say that the margin is still 18.
They'll get this one back. Hopefully they convert this one.
Working hard. Have to go backwards because immediately it's really well drilled in the QUT side, this box zone.
Oh, they've done well to get it there though.
Gregory through the middle. And Bingham sneakily on the goal line.
Very
shoots
fast.
And scores.
Very fast shot.
You don't mind a little sneaky move on the goal line?
No, I like the baseline.
So, and is it good, like, having someone so experienced as, like, Beryl Friday, like,
100%, yeah.
You know, like, she takes you aside and works with you and stuff?
You learn a lot.
Yeah.
And from Charlie as well, because she's been in the state programs, obviously, and stuff like that, so you do learn a lot from both of them.
So, speaking of learning, Riley Batchelor putting on display today. There she is. She's one of your teammates in the 19s?
Yes, she is.
So, you could see you two in maroon.
Hopefully.
Yeah. You shouldn't be allowed to because you're from New South Wales, but moving on.
New South Wales to win Origin this year.
Speaking of Origin, I don't know if you saw it through the week, there's a men's State of Origin coming up. Weekend.
Yes.
Men's netball, Queensland taking on New South Wales, the weekend of the 12th, 13th. We will have some live streaming details coming out soonish. My good friends at this company here that does it for us every week. Double Take Sport. Thank you. I just lost my piece of paper there. So, and they are, of course, going to be covering it, we hope. So we're just in negotiations at the moment, so that'll be exciting. Will you watch men's netball?
Yeah, I actually think men's netball is really good to watch.
Yeah, actually, your coach has been talking to me about trying to get a men's team together to play you guys. So.
Yeah, we versed the men's team a few times, actually.
You wouldn't have won, though.
Oh, there's a caution being given out.
Was that to your friend, Ren?
It was. I don't know what for.
So, crowd's going nuts because quite a big crowd stayed back from the Firebirds game.
Yeah.
So the Wildcats' margin is 20. Probably a little bit far to make up in 6.
Yeah.
So back to the drawing board for them. Of course, round 8 starts next week.
Well, we've got them next week, so.
So, well, you could be in for a tough one because I said they'll have a hard week at training.
Oh, 100%.
June 6th, Queensland Day next week, and 3 p.m. game is you and the Wildcats.
Yes.
So, another one to them there, gets the margin to 19. And Josephine Bingham hasn't had a lot of opportunities, but it's been pretty impressive when she has.
No, she's definitely been impressive this game.
So did they tell you you've got to sort of pick a player of the game? Did they mention that to you?
I have heard.
It's unofficial, of course. It has no bearing on anything, but yeah, we always make our guests pick a player of the game.
Yes.
So, ball back with Wildcats now.
Oh, good option there. Good vision.
Miss her. you'd say she likes to be behind a lot, and as a coach, you'd probably say you shouldn't be caught behind so much. But with her elevation, it actually works for her.
It does.
So, in fact, you'd probably be telling her to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is not what you normally say to defenders, but she's got an incredible leap. So, and she's not the tallest defender you've ever seen.
No.
She makes up for it in elevation.
Oh, 100%.
And we'll see it again here. Oh, there it is. And does enough to, no, it falls away. The
Falls to
Wildcats
bed.
So Gregory gets that goal. Just a little run here by the Wildcats. They had it, it was 20 just a minute or two ago.
Yeah.
It's back to 17, so they've scored 3 straight. Looking for Mizuno momentum shift.
Great drive there.
And Bachelor gets it. So 55-37. There's your Mizuno momentum shift right there. And
unlucky there.
While the QT side turn it over again. They look like a different team with Keisha Grant there, don't they?
Oh, 100%.
They've missed her the last 2 weeks.
Definitely.
So Veve, opportunity to get it back to 20.
Oh, so close there, that guy.
And Bachelor hits the front of the ring, but they'll stay with him because I think Randy touched it on the way out.
She did.
That'll get mentioned in the post-game. So, still with QUT. And there's Keisha Grant. Took advantage of the bubble, went home for a bit.
Yeah, I think I would have too if I was
Yeah.
in her shoes.
I think there's a lot of New Zealanders across the country ducking home.
Yeah, 100%.
So, it's the world we live in at the moment. So, Victoria, of course, in lockdown. If you're watching Victoria, our thoughts go out to you. So, long pass here, finds Gregory, does well.
Plays herself in.
An obstruction on Roselli has come on.
Yeah, she has.
So, played a bit in New Zealand, is my male, and is actually mainly a shooter, but has made the transition to defence. And playing a bit of Ruby with the QUT side, and is in fact captain of the QUT side in the Ruby. So I
good
guess
to get a call up.
playing a little bit more than just a bit.
Yeah.
So, and a long pass there, doesn't connect. Looks like Alsop's coming back on as well.
Wing attack.
Yes. So ringing the changes, the QUT coach Paul Stewart. She wants me to call her the super duper coach because I call everyone super coach.
Oh, right.
So,
Must be different.
indeed. So, and Baird with it on the outside of the circle. Look at Roselli there with the arms in, linked in. She's got elevation too.
Oh, double jump there.
They've got height to burn in the jumping stakes, the QUT side.
They do.
So Mould with it, margin is 18.
Yes.
Long ball. No, they have to go back. And that's stifling defence by QUT. It's kept in beautifully by Bingham.
Oh, that's unlucky there by Gregory.
No one followed the through. There's the bench. It's a pretty sharp bench, isn't it?
It is. Very sharp bench. Very fast bench, actually.
So that's Taylor on the left, yeah?
Yeah, Taylor,
Newsom
then Newsom.
and Grant.
Yeah.
And that's slowly over a third.
Yeah.
Something you don't see a lot at this level, but there it is. It's just getting a little bit ragged, the game now.
Yeah.
The intensity seems to have dropped.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Job
I
done.
think because the margins.
Yeah, job done for QUT.
Yeah, gone out so much.
Thought Roselli was going to have a crack at that one.
Yeah.
But Gregory gets it and scores. So they get their 40th. So that's about par for what they're scoring most matches. So
Rennie with the intercept there.
the Wildcats before this game have scored 258 and conceded 304, and the QUT side have scored 327 and conceded 273. So, a loose pass not pulled in there by Adams Tahara. There's Toya, she started the game. Wildcats with it now. Inside the last minute.
They've definitely improved on getting that ball through that box.
It took a little while though, didn't it?
It did.
So QUT turned over a lot of ball through the zone. The Kiwi zone, the box zone, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's got a few names,
Oh,
that one.
nice. Hands there by Sarah.
Long ball, and that one
wow.
does get over, Misser.
It does get over and converts it. Beautiful long ball.
Baird like an outfielder in a baseball game.
She'll go again.
Unloaded.
That one won't
That
get
one didn't get there.
No.
She's 1 from 2. And the third one comes in as the Hooter sounds.
Goes again.
It would have got there. But the margin is 16, so the game belongs to the QUT side, and they run out winners. The last quarter only won the difference, but enough to get all 18 competition points for the QUT side. 57 to 41. They did just enough. They won that quarter by 1.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, Wildcats hung tough, but they weren't able to get the biscuits in the end. Lily Covey, let's talk Wildcats. What did you think of their play?
I think they definitely built throughout the game. And got better as the game progressed, like I said before, getting through that box, that strong box that QUT had on them. But yeah.
And the best for them, I know you're probably going to say Liliana Rennie, but give me a second person.
No, I was actually going to say Mould. I think her coming from wing defence into the centre position.
Skipper?
Yeah, I actually think she came into that centre with lots of impact, and it looked to flow a lot easier to Circle's edge there.
You'll see in the team there, Hayley Mulholland's just come in. She has a calf injury at the moment. That's why she hasn't been on court this week or last. And my mail is she's going to be another 2 weeks away at best.
They might be missing her
yeah,
a little bit
longer. Yeah,
defensive end.
Well, when you play, 100-odd tests for Scotland, that's a pretty.
Scotland,
it's a fair bit of experience there to take away from it.
Oh, 100%.
So let's talk about the QUT side. There they are with their youngsters in the Deadly Choices shirts, the Firebirds Deadly Choices shirts. What did you think of their play?
I think they just came out really strong to start with and held their own. But I would say that Alicia Adams-Tihara would have to be my player of the match. I just think she was incredibly strong throughout the whole game. So, yeah.
She doesn't have many bad games,
No.
and this was not one of them. She played extremely well.
Yeah.
I think we forget about Helita Verver, like she's so good every game.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It's like watching Don Bradman, you forget how good they are.
Yeah.
So, there she had a really big game for me.
Yeah,
so
a lot of standouts on court today.
She moved a little bit around the court as well, went back to wing defence. So that concludes the first match of round 7. We've got 3 tomorrow. Don't forget, we're on a lot earlier than normal. We start at 10 a.m. tomorrow, so we'll be on air at 5 minutes to 10. That's USC Thunder taking on the Mendy Rays. At 12, we've got the Bond Bull Sharks taking on the Cougars. And then at 2 p.m., I believe the match of the round, it's the Jets, that's you, taking on the Tigers in what should be a belter. Are you going to predict that score for me?
I won't predict that score, but
I didn't think you would.
Get the win.
So a very impressive effort. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all our sponsors. Our principal sponsor is HART Sports, of course. Our major partners are Legassic Jewelers, Mizuno, Mount Franklin and Powerade. And of course, not forgetting our official partners, Bondi Vite and Strap-It. Double Take Sports are the people that brought you all of these brilliant pictures. My name's Dave Mills. I've been joined in commentary by Lily Covey. First time out. Well done and thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Well, hopefully we get you back.
Yes.
Don't forget tomorrow we're on air 5 minutes to 10 a.m. and it's as always, it's bye for now, and as always, don't forget, be brilliant.